All right, here we are with drummer Jonathan Truman and Jesse Phillips on bass guitar, talking about The Lion and the Lamb, and we've got to talk about tempo before we move to what we're actually going to play. And some of our favourite versions of this song are at 88 beats per minute, and that was working for us. So Jonathan, you're going to be running that from your iPhone there?
Yep.
Through to everyone's IEMs. People with those in-ear monitors, they're going to be able to hear a click that helps our band really be together.
Yeah.
It's a very helpful thing. You don't want to let it be a crutch. You do want to improve your own internal metronome so you know where time is without it. But it's a very, very handy thing, especially when a church band is trying to find their groove, find their pocket. That click can help a lot. And then some of my favourite versions of this song, they sound massive, like this big sort of arena rock pop stuff, and they've got very choppy drum kick patterns and 16ths on the bass, like really a lot of bass playing using a pick. So can you guys show us, and this is not what we've arrived at for our version, but give us a demonstration of the sort of choppy kick pattern and 16ths on the bass that we've been hearing on some of those versions of this song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really like that. And you guys are making it fit together really, really well. But what I find is a lot of instrumentalists at the volunteer church situation, to play 16ths on the bass really solidly is difficult, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
So we shouldn't be trying to play 16ths unless we're going to nail it. And not many bass players can, and most of them who can live in New York City, LA, or Nashville, wouldn't you say? But yeah, so be very, very careful of going, I want to reproduce it on that recording. We've got to find something simpler. And I find that a lot of drummers who try and execute that sort of choppy drum part, they either feel like they've got it, but they've sort of overemphasized it and turn it into a kind of a Bon Jovi moment.
Yeah.
Down to get yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah.
It's like, so it never sort of has that smooth, supportive embrace that we want this song to have for a congregation who's seeking to sing along with us. So in the chorus of this song, we've decided to simplify, haven't we? We've come up with a particular drum beat for the chorus, a simpler bass part, and we're going to even show a simpler version for the verse. Let's start with the chorus though. What did we arrive at? Great, that's not the whole chorus obviously, but here we are with this very simple kick, snare, kick, snare with the tss on the hats. And what are you doing there, Jesse?
I took it from 16th notes to 8th notes.
Right, really solid, and every bass player needs to be able to get those 8th notes, especially about this tempo. It's a really good solid thing, and making sure we're locked together, drums and bass. And then we had a slightly simplified version, like we did in verse 1. Things were a bit more simple there. So let's hear verse 1, which is a little smaller, a similar feel, similar pattern, but not quite the same. Listen to this. Yeah, we didn't do the whole verse, but you get the idea. So we're listening to each other, and every time there's a kick, the bass guitar is landing with that kick, and that's where the power comes. You add kick drum with bass guitar together, that's what can really move people. And keeping it simple and leaving space for each other and space for other things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good deal. All right. Okay, so the bridge, we get to the end of that chorus, and the bridge gets really small. And then can you show us how what were you thinking to build up the parts?
Yeah.
To get the bridge getting small, bigger for our last chorus, what do we do?
Yeah, so the band is singing the bridge section. I'm just keeping time. But then as it gets closer to like the big part of the bridge, I get a little bit louder with the count, and then so it kind of like ramps up into a halftime groove.
Yeah. Good deal. I like that. Yeah. So look out for that when we play you the whole song. This gradual build of the parts, and then we decided to do something a little bit, I don't know, spectacular for that last chorus, didn't we? Decided to do a big hit. That bow. Our God is a lion, the lion of, and then you did a little fill and hit it.
Yep.
For us. Can we hear that? As maybe we've gone to the first chorus,
Yeah.
just to hit the one and a big gap for the vocals to be exposed, and then the band being brought back in by a lovely little snappy drum fill.
Yep.
Yeah. I like that. Good deal. And speaking about fills, Jonathan, drum fills, what's your approach in a song like this?
I mean, I always gear towards like keep it simple. Like you can overcrowd a song like really easily with drums, and like you have 4 limbs to play with, so it can happen really fast.
Yeah.
It's really out of hand.
So I love playing with Jonathan because he avoids doing drum fills over the vocal. And if he does do a drum fill over the vocal, he supports that really perfectly. And there's a place in this chorus where there's a shorter phrase. We're 2 bars shorter for the first half of the chorus than the second half, and just doing a little tiny dagger sort of fill. Is that the sort of thing you were doing?
Yeah.
Great. So watch out for on the whole version of the song. But thanks a lot, guys, for helping us with this.
Our God is a lion, the Lion of Judah.